Baby's ready to sleep. Good night na. Kumuchuching na yan. We are just together, two of us. And Daddy is on the road. We pray he's going to have a good travel back to the island. We're excited also to go there and have our vacation, but still we have our work, and Jemima is still studying. So we are staying here in the city. Please like, subscribe. So some mommy time. We're taking care of my face. My face, my health. Done already we're done already with our dinner. And now we will be preparing some stuffs for tomorrow, cleaning up and making sure that we are safe before going to bed. The kid is still watching something educational. So I'm not very conscious of how many hours she's watching. If she's watching educational shows, it's fine with us. We haven't yet fixed some of our things there. Just bear with us. Like, subscribe. Let's have some flowers there. It will be better for you to see us that way. I'm not sure if I'll be taking a bath with my hair tomorrow because my hair seems nice today. See? I like my hair now. It's not too dry, it's not too oily. I like how it is that straight. I'm eating properly, that's why. My skin is getting better and my hair is getting shinier. I think this is one of the signs of good health for me. And I do a lot of sleeping if I get a chance. And then when I wake up, of course, I do my online job, And tomorrow I'll be reporting to work um, in the office so I can ask or update with my colleagues there of the activities that will soon happen this week. We are expecting that we'll have maybe interruptions for the next 3 weeks, last 3 weeks of the sem, but hoping that we'll be able to finish all our tasks before the due date, especially for me, who's contractual in nature of my work. And then before um, the deadline of the grades, I should have submitted them already so I can prepare for my other plans like for my graduate studies. I need to complete my four subjects requirements and then of course take care of my health. So that's a priority. Um, for me to take care of my family, I need to take care of my health as well. Um, added to that is Added to that is of course cleaning our small house. Maybe you sleep na ha? She pretty ready. She thinks that already. Pollution. I also need to wipe my face with some toner. Here's the toner that I'm using. I got this for free. Hello to our viewers. Please like. You can ask us some questions, especially for the previous events that happened in our lives for the past 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month. Um, there are many things that we will add to this channel, especially about growing up and not literally growing up for me, but facing new things in my life as a mom, as a career woman, and for my daughter who's already studying. She started this year, and it's a milestone for her, of course. And to some of us who have families already, it's really important that we continue our relationships with them, relating to them properly, and not forsaking um, the good relationships that we can give to each and every one, each and every member of our family, whether they are very close to us or not. Because um, it gives back a lot to us. There's no perfect relationship, but um, it's in my nature, of course, to tell you to hope for the best or hope for the better, especially if you believe in God or the Almighty or Allah or the Supreme Being. Um, um, Whatever is good for your family, I think you can continue doing that. And don't forget to love yourselves. Maybe you are a mom, a single woman, or a father, or a man, uh, a single guy who wants to be in a relationship, or someone who doesn't want to be in a relationship anymore. It's up to you, but I hope that you find your niche. In science, it's like the place where you can see your purpose and you know be an asset in this world, not a liability. So that's one of the main things that I am sharing to my students, especially in the university. I don't claim that I know a lot, but that's the wisdom that I can share the best wisdom that I can share to the young ones, or to the future generations, or to the present generations, which is to do good for yourselves and for the people around you. Yeah, that's it. So let me first get some cotton. There are times that I cannot do this if I'm really really tired or I need to sleep already. But this helps a lot in cleaning my face. Why? Because um, when I started my work here again in the Philippines, a full-time job, I started gaining more pimples on my skin and at the back, at this back, you know, my back. Sometimes here on the upper part of the breast. Um, Good thing that I only have small ones here, but I have bigger ones on my face. So what I do is to really clean my face properly, but using toners or cleaners which are not very harsh to the skin. I tried already finishing one which is really one of the brands that I really like, which is this one. Oh, I don't know if it's still here. I found it harsh to my skin, but I guess no, I haven't. I think I threw it already. So that one is from Erase Solution. So that's the brand Erase. It's kind of effective for my face. No, for my skin, but not literally for my face. So the Erase brand, I used that before, like less than a decade ago, and it's effective for very dark spots on my skin. Sometimes I put on my face, on my underarm, on my knees, elbows, but not too much. And then since then I haven't tried it again because I found the good results already for my skin, especially the dark spots. But dark spots um came back again, especially when I got pregnant. So it's normal, hyperpigmentation, and in the Philippines, you know, the climate here and the weather here is too hot, and then most of the times you see the sun shining, and if there are typhoons, extreme typhoons, which is making our house really wet. But of course, it's not too affecting my skin since um, during typhoons it's not too hot or too striking when it comes to the light of the sun. I hope I'll not be copyrighted because of this sound from my daughter's watch. When we say watch, the thing that she's watching, the channel that she's watching. Is it okay, Vivian, talking? Okay. She's really sleeping still here. Okay? I close this na ha. Please. Go there. Sleep. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes to go. I think it's enough. So I learned also that when cleaning the face, of course you should check which ones are effective for you. Since this is free, I accepted this, and I availed, aside from the essence toner from Fairy Skin, I'll be giving some what do you call that, reviews, but not at this time, maybe sometime if I'm not too busy. When I'm not online in YouTube, of course, I do more time checking outputs from my students. The good thing is we have this synchronous modality in which we are doing online tasks, they are submitting online tasks, and the teacher is checking. And of course, I don't want them to have piled up activities to do. So I make sure that every week I introduce one or two topics for them, and if they have to submit a major requirement, I give them extension, maybe 2 or 3 weeks to submit that. Why? Because not all of them are in block section, so they need to adjust to the schedule. And the weather here in the Philippines is not that too comfortable for transportation. Transportation here is just still improving. So I give really allowance to my students to submit their tasks. In case they gave me late submissions, I still accept them, but not up to the point that they will have to incur incomplete grades. So we need to still beat the deadline, especially for the finals week, for the final requirements. Good thing for almost, how many SEMs did I work already? August 2021, August 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. I think this is the fifth SEM that I'm working in the university, and I feel too humbled, of course, because I can still finish my graduate studies, but I'm on that. I still have different plans and many plans inside and outside the country, but thankfully I am surviving. I'm trying to flourish as the subject that I'm teaching is first telling me to practice what I preach. Okay, as a teacher. So now I finished cleaning my face. It's a good thing because this cell phone is really making my skin light. But in reality, if you will see me, my skin is coyote or not too fair. But my color is Filipina, normal Filipino color. My skin is lighter already because when I was younger, I really tried to use whitening soaps. Why? Aside from I want to be more confident, I make sure that my color is same in the inside out. The color of my skin, the covered parts of the clothes should be same as what you can see in the uncovered part. So I really try that, except for the elbows and for the knees and other parts of my bodies that I really found hard to whiten, especially the underarms. So I have a story about this in some of my posts about hyperhidrosis. So that's a condition of the skin which is due to the hormonal imbalances that is being experienced by either a male or a female. And I also looked for many cures for that, especially when I was in college. Why? Because it's really affecting my academics and my daily activities. That's also the time that I really push through working abroad or in a first world country, because when I experience working abroad, the quality of the place, the weather is different, and the conditions are what do you call that, in science, the conditions are favorable for my skin and for my hormones. So that's it. I haven't find the clear solution for my hyperhidrosis, but I tried to change my lifestyle because it's also lifestyle induced. When I get too much stress, I feel too much sweaty, and then if I do not have a good sleep, I will sweat a lot during the day. And if I'm exposed a lot to the sun, or work a lot, or indulge in too many activities like I had before, especially in high school and college, I really sweat a lot. So that is really affecting my confidence. Why? Because if I sweat and the environment is too dusty and it interacts with the bacteria or the natural flora and fauna of my skin, and I really smell bad. So I avoid that, of course. In many times before, I really don't like to smell bad, but there are times that I really smell bad, and I feel um I feel a low confidence on that, and I of course distance myself from my classmates. And it went until college. So most of the times I look for a seat in which the fan is strong, strong, or just near the window, or not too hot, or stay in a classroom, or of course find a seat which makes me more comfortable with the use of a fan, usual use of fan. And if I don't have a class, I stay in the library. Why? Because it's air conditioned. So I like an air conditioned room. But since there are also um, bacteria or other microbes, viruses roaming around the area, I make sure that I use face mask now. And I always have my handkerchief. Sometimes not a handkerchief, a bigger one, which is called a bimpo, or a small face towel. I have lots of that because I constantly have my my skin releasing water or sweat. So I always keep that with me, especially the cotton one. So imagine if this is not the cotton one, but it's always like this big. I always hold that one every day, especially in high school. I started in high school. So it bothers me a lot. But when I came to another country, working in the United Arab Emirates, I really feel comfortable because the air conditioning units in almost every place is really good. Like I feel like my pores are closed. I feel that my skin is always glowing every day, and I don't have a lot of breakouts or acne because the environment is having, um, although it's hot outside because it's a desert kind of climate, or environment, I still feel relaxed when I always go inside transportation, um, you know, vehicles like the bus, the train. The cold is just enough, and the shower is providing us with hot water or warm water, which makes my body feel more relaxed each day that I touch it or feel it. So that's how I appreciate having a quality life um, when I worked abroad. And I know that already when I was younger, like when I was in my less than 10 years old age, because my father and some of our relatives, my mother's cousins, are working abroad. So I really aspire to live in a country where I feel like the taxes that we are given to the government are being returned to us. So enough for this matter. I need to throw this because this one is used and empty already. After this one, maybe 5 minutes is enough. It's done. Okay. Bye. Okay. Bye bye, Fixies. Next, I have my cream. Usually, a night cream or a face cream which has fast spot action, just like this. But this is more appropriate during the day because this one has a higher SPF 36 as compared to the night creams that I am using. The brands are Garnier, so it's good for my skin, but not too much. Skin White, yeah, this one. But this one is powdery. I will not use this tonight. And the recent one that I use is Mushi. This one, Mushi, it's already few, almost, I cut it into half so I can get what's left inside near the, um, what do you call this? The opening or the glue. Because they got stuck there. And then, the brand of this is Olay. So I think Olay is good for my skin. Although this is the most expensive, by the way. Not too expensive, but in my budget, this is expensive already. And the most expensive one that I used before is the what do you call Cetaphil. Yeah, maybe I will try Cetaphil again. I will try Cetaphil again if I have the budget. But if you will continue to watch and support our YouTube channel, and maybe we can have our income to our bank account. Yeah, so we can earn more. So this is one way of earning, of course, for us. We share our experiences, and of course you like them, you watch them, and we're earning from them. We work hard for this channel to get monetized. And hello to Evelyn Wood. How do you improve your English speaking skills? I keep practicing, and aside from that, I'm really serious in um, studying correct grammar and pronunciation. I don't know all, of course, I don't know all the rules, but when I was studying, I was younger, I really make sure that I understand what I'm reading. So reading comprehension is important. You know, there are lots of people studying English, but they are not comprehending properly what they are reading. So that's a way to improve my English speaking skills. Yeah. But if you are going to listen very carefully to my to my speakings or my wordings, they're not all grammatically correct, but based on my um my experiences in listening people who are speaking in English or watching movies in English, especially reading books in English, I come to a point of somehow memorizing them by heart. Not by heart actually, but long-term memory is being used on that. Long-term memory is of effect. Um, for the babies, I learned something. So based on research, that um, when babies are or the fetus is already 6 months inside the mother's womb, they are already having this auditory sensation, which is working already even inside the mother's womb. So whatever they are hearing when they are still inside the mother's womb at 6 months, approximately, if I'm not mistaken, they are able to process that. So in case you have a fetus right now inside the womb, if you're a woman or if you're a father or if you're somebody who is supporting a pregnant woman, if you want the child to learn a language, a specific language, a second language perhaps. So if you're an Indian, maybe you want your child to speak in English, but if you're an English already or an American or a British, you want your children to learn Chinese or Filipino or whatever, French, try to listen to 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 music in the language that you prefer your child to know someday. It's really effective based on my experience because I'm surprised that my daughter is really good. Not so good or excellent in English, but she is fast in learning the English language. Even though I'm talking to him in Filipino or Tagalog or Bicol, that's our dialect here in the province, in the island. So that's our dialect. And even my husband's and my um
in-laws are speaking no, not Cebuano, but Visaya or Bisaya. The child is responding in English. So that's really surprising. Now I don't know what to teach her. Because times are changing. Do I need to push her to study Chinese? Do I need to push her to study French? Or do I need to push her to study Korean or Japanese? So those are really things that I want to to experiment about. But I don't want my child to be confused. So at this point in time, I keep asking her preferences even at her young age. I think I'm talking too much already. My daughter drank drank already her milk earlier, but there are still leftovers that she doesn't want to drink anymore. Maybe it's too much for her tummy. So what I do is, of course, to keep it safe somewhere else, I put a little water because it's sayang if we will if it's going to spoil, right? Sayang means um wasted. So I don't want to make it sayang or wasted. So I'm going to drink this milk. So milk are fortified, but it helps in the nutrition of my child, especially if she doesn't like to eat the food that I prepare or the food that my husband prepares. Of course, they also have preferences, but I'm guilty that times I'm pushing her to drink or to eat something that she doesn't like. But I feel that it's my responsibility to let her eat properly, of course. So milk is a supplement. I breastfed for almost 4 years, and I see the difference. I see the benefits. I see how we save money for milk, which contains those fortified DHA and AHA that they say are good for the brain development and immune defense, etc. I I know they are helpful, but um I'm also a science teacher, so I know the biology, and it's normal for females to breast milk, to breastfeed using their breast milk. It's natural. It's such that some women are not prepared to to take the challenge. So we are here. This is a platform for me to share also my my courage, my bravery to continue breastfeeding. But now I stopped. Yeah, sorry to say I stopped it, but I feel guilty again because I stopped it. I hope I continued more than 4 years, because of course it gives a lot of benefits, but it I struggled a lot for my full-time work. That's why I stopped breastfeeding. But I encourage most of you, if you can still um, do breastfeeding to your kids, maybe more than 4 years old, would do. Just really have this support system. It's really hard to find support systems, but now I realize, if nobody will support you, support yourself. Find a way to be strong. Find a way to nourish yourself, even if some relationships would not be that clear, or would not be that you know um will be broken. No, I don't encourage you to have a broken relationship with yours, but there are times that some people doesn't understand us. So I hope you understand yourself better and always do things for your betterment, especially that if you're a mom, you are supporting the nourishment or the growth of your little ones. So that's it. I, I expect to breastfeed Jelly. And happy Ramadan to you. And we're happy actually because on Friday here in the Philippines we have this holiday to celebrate Eid al-Fitr. And when I was in Dubai, I enjoy the foods after the sunset. Yeah, there are many Muslim people who are sharing to us um their foods and some things. So we enjoy them as well. We are grateful for Allah for your kindness to Christians and to those people who have other religions and faith. So thank you for that. I hope we will see each other in heaven or in paradise someday, and each one of us will be enlightened by God or Allah. So thank you. I also have these challenges in my career. For one, I have students who really don't know or are experiencing some spiritual challenges. I cannot answer them 100% sure, but what I can say is based on my experience, and I told them to search and to stay or to find. Good morning, my dear friend Ray Gibson. Good morning to you. Good evening to us. We're going to sleep already here in our country. It's almost like 11, 11 in the evening for us here. But I'm happy you are watching. And aside from that, you are listening to my ability to speak English. I'll try to practice and to make my pronunciation clearer so all the nationalities who are viewing here will be understanding my language or my message, and hopefully I'll be using this ability for other nationalities. I want to travel more, and you can see some of our travels maybe after a year or two here in this channel and in the channels that we are growing. Aside from money, of course, we want to save memories. Thank you. I'm looking nice. Thank you for the Vivo phone. If you see. But in real life, my color is actually Filipina. It's because the light is good here. So I look lighter in the camera. My baby is already sleeping. Good to know. And she's not bothered by my speaking. I asked her. She said it's okay if I vlog right now or do live stream while I'm speaking. And then I believe she's ready for tomorrow. We have prepared her materials for tomorrow. We just need to wake up early to prepare some breakfast, and for me lunch. I need to save money because in my school, of course we need to buy food there. So if I will bring my food, if I will bring my food to my workplace, I can save money, right? So I need to cook here at home. And my daughter will be fetched by her grandfather because my husband is not around. He will start again his farming. We pray that he will gain more for the farm that he is developing or cultivating. And that's also for his mom and dad. They are really old already. They need support. So we need to take care of the old, right? Thank you. I sound young. How old am I? I'm 30 already. I think I'm 31. I'm not sure. But I will not disclose my real age, but that's the age that I have right now living in this world. It's some kind of naughty for me if I will not say um the truth, but I think age doesn't matter. Age doesn't matter, especially if someone will try to reach for his or her dreams. So as long as we are not doing bad to people, we can continue our lives
with enjoyment, yeah, regardless of where it is. That's another topic to that I can give to you someday, because some people are really conscious about how they are being seen online. And of course, there are marites. You know, marites in the Philippines, when you are being said as marites, you are talking about people. So we avoid that unless we are talking something positive about them, right? So some marites are just the, what you call that, the ones who are um, I forgot that English word. So sometimes I also forgot the English words. Um, Making some, wait, I need the translation. Marites in English. Sailors, no. It's mariners. You know that people who are conversing negatively about others? Rumors. You are making some rumors about others. Um, Unpleasant. So we avoid that. What do you call that person? Yeah, maybe I can have another um vlog for that. By the way, on this side, that's our hangers. Those are our hangers. We use them um, when we are hanging our clothes. That's effective. I learned that most especially when I was in abroad, because there are limited spaces abroad, especially for us who don't have a higher income as compared to people who came from first world countries or have graduated from good universities, from um, international schools. So I just stay in small rooms, in a small room. So I keep using hangers to dry my clothes. And of course, we follow rules there. We don't hang outside the building, so we hang inside our rooms. So that's helpful if you have hangers, or the hanger, the 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 thing which we buy like a stand, and then we hang there our clothes. It's like a it's like a caballo, or the horse of the iron. I don't know the name actually. So here, when you come back in the Philippines, we also we are also patient with all the things that we don't have right now, especially a bigger space. Because as a family of three, we try to at least separate, to have a separate room from my parents or from my husband's parents. So we keep a small space, but we make sure that we clean every day so that um, dusts will be minimized. That's to avoid also diseases, and you know, the rats, the mosquitoes, the the, the roaches will come if we will not clean, because some of our food leftovers are dropped somewhere else. So those animals who are coexisting with us really like to have our food. So It's dangerous, and we're hoping that we will not be bitten by them later. And I'm checking my dog. If she's okay. Okay, she's okay. Um, as I've said, I'll not put cream on my face. So now, I think I brushed my teeth already. Yeah, I brushed my teeth already. I just put some lotion on. You know, I'm not promoting any brand here, but this is effective for us somehow to make our skin softer. I put more water actually. So this is a papaya extract whitening lotion. But my actual purpose is for our skin to be softer and to add moisture to it. The benefits actually is whitening and to avoid dryness. Okay, whitening is not always the focus. So when we put some lotion on, it makes our skin like healthier because there are some ingredients which are of course natural and helps us to make us fight the harsh heat from the sun and the environment here in the Philippines. So to make sure I'm doing some round here on my knees, round and motion to make my skin absorb the lotion. I'll also do this for the girl here. I'm not worrying if this is bad for her at the moment because I put a lot of water, so I dilute the lotion. So it's look, see, it's watery, it's flowing. It's not the typical lotion um which is like solid, near solid. See, it's watery. So I put more water to our lotion, so it's less evil. They say.